respects to the indigenous people who have occupied this island for over 12,000 years, past, present, and future. We now ask that you please rise if you're able, or remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Charlottetown PEI on the campus of Holland College, home of the Hurricanes. Coming to you live from the MCCE ACAA men's basketball between the Hurricanes and the visiting Crandall Chargers, a rematch of yesterday's action. There's your starting lineup for Crandall. A couple of key players in that lineup include Mark Hoffer, one of the more elite shooters in the league, but Daniel Hawks and Colby McIntosh are guys who are not afraid to shoot from range as well. And your starting lineup for the hometown Hurricanes. Key player to watch is number 2, Aaron Simmons, 33 points yesterday in a 21-point Holland College victory. Simmons has really turned it on offensively over the last couple weeks. Bryce Corliss, also a key player for Holland College, but it really has been Simmons who has been pacing a lot of the Hurricanes offense over the last couple of weeks. A game that has big importance in the ACAA standings. Mount St. Vincent has all but wrapped up first place in the league. But a hotly contested battle for second, which features both of these teams. That win yesterday gave Holland a one-game lead over Crandall in the standings and tied them with UNBSJ. UNBSJ is playing St. Thomas. They probably tipped off just at the same time we did, so we will try and bring you updates from that game. Again, St. Thomas trying to get back into the standings as Parsons mishandles the pass off of Crandall and out of play. Holland College and UNBSJ enter this game tied for second. Crandall one game behind both of those teams. So lots at stake here for Holland in their traditional maroon and Crandall in the all-white. There's Corliss from deep, rims out. Holland will get second chance opportunity here on the rebound. That's Mike Surer. Back for Darrell Bedminster. Bedminster off the front of the rim, so a couple of early three-point misses by the Hurricanes. And Crandall, that's Culberson, and Culberson gets the Chargers on the board. They capitalize on a three-pointer. Third-year player from Rosedale, New Brunswick, Ethan Culberson. Guarding Darrell Bedminster now. Here's Corliss. He looks to answer. Off the front of the rim again, and the rebound by Luca Del Bosco. Del Bosco sits third in league rebounding coming into this one. Culberson with it again from the free throw line off the front of the rim, and there's big Owen Parsons. Parsons a couple of inches taller than anyone else playing in this game. Bounce pass in for Parsons. He'll shoot from the top of the key and gets that to drop. And the Hurricanes are on the board. This is Hawks, watched by Simmons. Colby McIntosh now, and we're going to get a foul called, I believe, on Darrell Bedminster. And that'll be a fun matchup to watch today. Bedminster, number 6 for Holland College, against Hoffer, number 6 for Crandall. Both veteran players. Hoffer listed as being in his 5th year. And we saw this a little bit yesterday. Hoffer being guarded by Bedminster, trying to use his size. McIntosh for 3. And the Chargers shooters lighting it up early here. Surer gets around McIntosh. Kicks it all the way back to the top for Bedminster. Corliss directing traffic. Looking for a little space. Now swings it to Surer. Surer, he finds a lane, loses the handle. Bedminster following the play. Good heads-up play by Bedminster. And it's Del Bosco who will bring it across center court for the Chargers. McIntosh down low for Del Bosco. Del Bosco in on Parsons. He swings it out to Hawks. Hawks for 3. Off balance, but he gets it to go. And the Chargers are 3 for 3 from beyond the arc early on. And have a 9-4 lead in the opening 3 minutes. Again, looking to move back up in the standings. Surer for 3. Unlucky bounce off the rim. Del Bosco bobbled the rebound, but did well to compose it. Hawks now again. 4 for 4 are the Chargers. An unbelievable start for the Crandall shooters. 12-4 they lead. Simmons loses the handle, and it's Hoffer. Up ahead for Del Bosco. Del Bosco loses the handle, and we're going to get a travel called on Del Bosco. I wasn't sure either Del Bosco or Bedminster actually had possession of it, but the refs rule it a travel. One point for Holland College. Down low, they go to Parsons. Parsons on Del Bosco. Parsons off the side of the rim. Del Bosco collects the rebound, and Surer forces the jump ball. And possession will go to Crandall. Again, 1 game behind the Hurricanes in the standings. Holland tied with UNBSJ, again playing St. Thomas right now. St. Thomas looking to climb their way back up the standings. McIntosh looking to inbound, finds Del Bosco, swings it across for Culberson. Culberson, watched by Surer. Del Bosco at the top of the key. Swings it over to Culberson. Culberson for Hawks. Hawks for McIntosh, another long 3. First miss of the game for Crandall. The first miss comes 3:52 into this game. Nothing but 3-point attempts so far for the Chargers. But they have a 12-4 lead, 4 minutes in. Surer back up top for Simmons. Again, 33 points yesterday in the win. Simmons trying to dump it down for Parsons, who is the benefactor of a great effort by Hoffer to keep it in, but gave it right to Parsons, and that cuts the lead to 6. Del Bosco for 3, well off the mark. And Hawks wreaking havoc in there as Simmons took the rebound. Corliss now leaves it for Bedminster. Over for Surer. Surer for 3. Mike Surer off the front of the rim. Hoffer up ahead quickly for McIntosh. And McIntosh, uncontested, restores an 8-point lead. Simmons loses the handle, and it's turned over. Nice play by Del Bosco to get a hand on that. Hoffer misses the layup. Del Bosco kicks it out for Hawks. Hawks gets around Bedminster. In tight, gets the hoop and the harm. And Daniel Hawks pacing the Chargers offense here in the first quarter. They lead by 10. with a free throw upcoming. 3 subs coming in for Holland College. Hawks still has a free throw attempt upcoming. And the Chargers lead by 11 at the midway point of the first quarter. It's Jaden Martin bumped there by Devon Glenn. It is worth noting Holland had a big lead at the end of one quarter yesterday. Led by 17 after one, but Crandall closed the gap to 2 by the half as there's an offensive foul called on Bryce Corliss there. Definitely looked like a moving screen from up here. Again, an 11-point Crandall lead. It was a 21-point Holland win yesterday. Devon Glenn for 3. That rims out. Unlucky bounce off the rim as it looked like the shot was on target. Spencer Rossiter with it now. End of the game. Parsons swings it to Martin. Martin for 3 off the back of the rim as Holland shooters struggling from depth here early on. Hawks quickly back the other way. Swings it out for Culberson. He gets around Martin. Now swings it back to Hawks. Hawks once again for 3. And Daniel Hawks has taken over this first quarter. He's got 3 3-pointers in the quarter. And Crandall has opened up a 20-6 lead. Mentioned it off the top. Crandall, lots of players who can shoot the ball. Hawks certainly one of them. And he is off to a lightning start here today. He is 3 for 3 from beyond the arc and sits at 12 points in this game. And for you mathematicians out there, Daniel Hawks has double what the Holland offense has in the opening stages of this first quarter. Worth noting that Holland College has Bryce Corliss and Aaron Simmons, who sit 2nd and 4th respectively in league scoring. We're over halfway through the first quarter. Neither one of them registered a point yet. So Holland looking to find something offensively here. We'll see if that timeout maybe can spark this Hurricane lineup. Corliss finds some space, kicks it out to Martin. In for Zach Dawkins, bumped there by Culberson, swings it to Corliss, gets around Del Bosco, and there's Bryce Corliss right on cue. His first points of the game. And it's a 12-point Crandall lead. Del Bosco now. Hoffer. He steps in, finds Devon Glenn, trying to swing it back for Hawks and does. Del Bosco for 3. From the corner, Luca Del Bosco. Can you believe this 3-point shooting by Crandall? Rossiter looking for an answer for the Hurricanes. Swings it to Dawkins. He runs the baseline. Nice floater by Dawkins there. So the Hurricanes have replied the last 2 Crandall baskets with 2-pointers of their own. But the story of the game has been the 3-point shooting as Del Bosco misses one there. Story of the game early on, the 3-point shooting of Crandall. Fans might remember a game last year here at Holland College that featured a combined 27 3-pointers between the two teams. Corliss for 3. And Corliss finding his groove now. closes the gap to 10. And if you're a Crandall, you can't let Corliss heat up, because that is dangerous for Holland offensively. Del Bosco gets around Parsons, but Parsons now cuts off the angle. Del Bosco fade away off the front of the rim. Corliss for Martin through his hands, but he gets it back. Down into the corner to Spencer Rossiter. Rossiter goes behind the back on Culberson. Swings it out to Parsons. Owen Parsons rims out from beyond the arc. And Hawks wants to settle things down. 2 minutes left in the quarter. Hawks directs traffic. Culberson for Hawks. Hawks off the leg of Rossiter and out of bounds. Now Aaron Simmons will come in for Owen Parsons. Interesting, no true post player in the game for either team right now. The post if they keep shooting from the perimeter. Hoffer with it. Bounce pass, Daniel Hawks all alone. Post now to Rossiter. Rossiter swings it back for Simmons. Simmons, 33 points yesterday. None yet here today, but draws the block on McIntosh. .132 left in the quarter. Crandall up 12. Holland with possession. Corliss steps up from deep. And another three-pointer for Bryce Corliss. Keep that number 27 in mind. That's how many three-pointers these two teams combined for in a game here last year. We might beat that today. We'll wait and see. Here's Dave Hutton with it. Hutton, he steps back. Here's Culberson. Gets past Simmons. I think Corliss got a hand on that. And I think Corliss knocked it off of Simmons and out of bounds. Hurricanes set up defensively here. McIntosh takes the inbound, leaves it for Hutton. Hutton, nice floating jumper, doesn't go, and the rebound bounces to Corliss. Martin, nifty pass there to Simmons. Simmons back up top for Corliss. He had a three from there a moment ago. Steps back. That one off the front of the rim. Dawkins taking a lot of contact on the rebound. Goes up and gets the hoop. Cutting into that Crandall lead. Great effort there by Zach Dawkins. Devon Glenn now takes the foul from Dawkins there. Holland comes into this game as the team with the most fouls per game in the ACAA. Crandall notably with the least. Glenn to inbound, has Hutton, gets around Martin, bounce pass in for Hoffer. Corliss got a hand on that to force the turnover. Martin swings it to Corliss, thought about another three. Now swings it down to Simmons, baseline jumper, and Aaron Simmons is on the board. And we have a foul on Mark Hoffer as Dawkins went down hard on the shot. So not only does Holland get the basket, they're going to get the ball right back here. So an extra possession here. 4-second difference between shot clock and game clock right now. 18 seconds left in the quarter. Again, because Holland is taking possession in the offensive court, 14 seconds is what the shot clock will start at. Corliss spins and shoots. That's off the front of the rim. Now there is no shot clock. And Crandall will have the last possession of the quarter, up 5. as Devon Glenn into the corner for Hawks, and can't finish the quarter the way they started. And with 1.8 seconds left, Crandall will have possession. Hawks inbounds to McIntosh. Three-point shot goes up, well off the mark. Looked like McIntosh may have wanted a foul called, but to no avail. And we go into the first quarter break with Crandall hanging on to a 25-20 lead. We'll take a quick break here and rejoin you in a moment for the second quarter here in Charlottetown. Crandall Chargers' three-point shooting has paced them out to a 25-20 lead. There are your first quarter stats. Pretty even in just about every category except for the three-point shooting. Worth noting, Daniel Hawks 14 points in that first quarter. Bryce Corliss responding with 8 for Holland College as he started to heat up late in the quarter. Mentioned this game very important to both teams as far as the standings go. And late in the first quarter in St. John, the UNBSJ Seawolves have a 5-point lead over St. Thomas. As UNBSJ, Holland, and Crandall all still very much in the mix for second place. And St. Thomas could make some noise down the stretch here, so a win would be huge for the Tommies. Here's Spencer Rossiter, a nice crossover there on McIntosh. Rossiter goes in, off-balance shot doesn't go. Rebound bounces around to Devon Glenn. Up ahead quickly for Hawks, the man of the quarter in the first. Nice effort by Simmons to keep the ball in play. And it's Darrell Bedminster who brings it up for the Hurricanes. In on Glenn. Nice lay in there for Darrell Bedminster. Closes the lead to 3. Glenn watched by Bedminster. Two speedy veteran players there. That's Del Bosco with the ball. And I think we're going to get a foul on Devon Glenn. This Glenn called for the hold in the offensive court, so no points that time around for Crandall, who started this game like a house on fire, shooting the lights out. Bedminster to Simmons. And Simmons stepped on the sideline. So teams trading turnovers here in the first couple possessions of the second quarter. Hutton, pressure being applied defensively there by Zach Dawkins. Hutton gets across half court. Swings it to Hawks. Moving people around, now has McIntosh. McIntosh taking a lot of contact there from Simmons. Now gets the ball in tight to Hutton, kicks it out for Del Bosco. And Luca Del Bosco for 3. His second tray of the game. Opens the lead back up to 6. That is 9 three-pointers in the game now between the two teams as Ryan Campbell forces a turnover. Swings it to McIntosh. Thought we had 10 for a second, but it rolls around the rim and out. And here's Spencer Rossiter. Solid addition to the Hurricanes lineup this season has been Spencer Rossiter. We'll talk more about him as we go. Bedminster swings it to Rossiter. Goes up for three. Off the rim. Rebound secured by Luca Del Bosco, who just had a big three a moment ago for the Chargers. 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Hawks. Nice jumper off the back of the rim, though. And again, it's another possession without points for the Chargers as Bedminster with possession now for Holland. And we're going to get a foul. Foul called on the floor. First foul of the quarter. Dawkins to inbound. Looking for Bedminster, has him. Bedminster spins, gets around McIntosh. Can't get the roll though. Rebound bounces off of Hoffer. And out of bounds. Crandall unable to secure that defensive rebound. Dawkins to Jason Tomlinson into the game. Nice feed there from Dawkins to find Tomlinson under the hoop. And the Crandall lead is cut to 4. Hawks. Bounce pass for Del Bosco. Boy, a lot of contact in the offensive zone here for Crandall, as that's Ryan Campbell for 3 off the front of the rim, and Corliss, the only one around to take the rebound. Dawkins, that pass off of his hands, and Hoffer now to the hoop. Bedminster called for the foul, and Hoffer will get the chance to complete the three-point play. Looks like there was a lot of contact after the whistle as well. As usual, Zach Dawkins right in the middle of it. Just about 3 minutes gone in the third quarter, or second quarter, excuse me. Crandall up 6. Mark Hoffer can complete the three-point play and make it a 7-point lead. And he does just that. Smooth release there by Hoffer. And Dawkins quickly back the other way. Circus shot off balance there by Dawkins. Cuts the lead right back down to 5. Hawks bounce pass for Hoffer. Hoffer, nice pass to Campbell. Great feed back in for Hoffer, but it was too hot for him to handle. And the turnover forced by Holland defensively. 6.5 minutes to go before halftime. Martin, off-balance pass. Wasn't quite sure where he was going with that, but Ryan Campbell there to pick it off. Now it's Hoffer for 3. And that is our 10th three-pointer of the game between the two teams. Restores an 8-point Crandall lead, and Holland will call timeout. 6:17 to go before halftime. Again, these two teams played yesterday. Holland came out with a 21-point win. Crandall flipping the script so far this afternoon. Similarly in St. John, yesterday it was Stu defeating the Seawolves. But UNBSJ up to an early 9-point lead. 7.5 minutes before halftime. Again, UNBSJ, Holland, and Crandall all battling for second place right now. Currently it is Holland and UNBSJ sitting tied for second. So should one of those teams win and the other lose, that would move the victorious team into sole possession of second place. Notably, a Crandall win and a St. Thomas win would create a logjam at second place, as Crandall would move up into a tie with UNBSJ and Holland. Lots of work left for all 4 of those teams here today and over the rest of the season. Certainly nothing will be finalized or set in stone by the end of the day today, but some important matchups down the stretch for all of those teams. As Jaden Martin calling the play for Holland College, gets it to Corliss. Corliss watched closely by McIntosh. Tries to get around him. Corliss looking for space. Swings it to Hoffer, who unfortunately plays for Crandall. I think he was looking for Simmons in the corner. But it's Culberson back the other way. Ethan Culberson can't get the layup to go. He was untouched to the rim. And now it's Corliss for 3. Number 11 today. As Corliss closes the gap once again. Here's Culberson. Hawks falls in the paint. Now it's Hoffer with it. Directing traffic, leaves it for Hawks. Into the corner for McIntosh. Takes a shoulder from Simmons, and that shot goes off the rim. Dawkins now, he's in. Swings it to Martin. Athletic play by Martin to keep that in bounds. And now it's Dawkins spinning and shooting in the paint. That rolls around and is secured by Culberson. Halfway through the second quarter, Crandall with a 5-point lead. It's been a game of mostly 3-pointers. Nice bounce pass there for Hoffer, who gets the layup. I think that was Del Bosco who made the nice bounce pass into the paint. Jaden Martin for Dawkins. Dawkins looking into the middle for Simmons. He can't handle the pass. Hawks bounces it to Culberson. And now Culberson swings it over to Hoffer. Fakes out Corliss on the 3 attempt. And now Hoffer bounces it to nobody, but Culberson there to take over. McIntosh down low for Luca Del Bosco. Lays the body on Dawkins. Dawkins gets the block. And Corliss, man, there is a lot of contact going both ways in the Crandall offensive zone as Dawkins for 3. Closes the gap once again as both teams continue to shoot the lights out beyond the arc. Hoffer, well, you could have had a wide open lane to the net if he turned around, but was looking for someone to pass it off to. Turnover forced by Dawkins. Hawkins will get called for the foul as Dawkins went up for the shot. The refs are certainly letting both teams play in the Crandall zone. 3:40 left before halftime. Dawkins to the line to shoot 2. Looking to cut into the 4-point deficit. Falls short on the first attempt. So the best Holland can do now is make it a 3-point game on the free throw. Dawkins does just that. As we approach 3.5 minutes until halftime. Culberson bumped there by Surer, gets the ball, leaves it for Hoffer, gets around Corliss, off balance shot, and they're going to say that that was a travel. Looked like his pivot foot may have come off the ground. That's how the ref saw it. An important stop there for Holland as they look to try and maybe tie this game up on this possession. Dawkins into the middle for Rossiter. Rossiter left alone under the hoop. Makes it a 1-point game. Holland yet to lead in this game. As Hutton for Culberson. Culberson, he sees a lane and takes it. Nice basket there by Culberson. restoring the 3-point Charger lead. Corliss, deep three, doesn't go. Rossiter collects the rebound. He goes up with a shot. That's off the bottom of the net. And now Del Bosco back the other way. Left-handed layup goes. And it's a 5-point Crandall lead with 2.5 minutes left. Daniel Hawks flying out of nowhere. And a timeout called by someone. Crandall. Nursing a 5-point lead. Again, Holland yet to have a lead in this game. They won by 21 yesterday. But again, 3-point shooting, the story of this game. Halfway through the second quarter in St. John, the Seawolves lead by 9. As again, we come down the stretch run toward the playoffs. Every game extra important, especially for teams jockeying for position in the standings, as these two teams are. Came into yesterday tied at 7-5. Holland now at 8-5. Crandall 7-6. Looking to move back up into a tie with Holland for second place. And could UNBSJ move themselves up to second place by themselves, or will they stay in a logjam with the two teams we're seeing right here? And we're being treated to a physical game with a lot of perimeter shooting by both of these teams. Simmons from the free throw line off the front of the rim. McIntosh secures the rebound. Miscommunication there between Hoffer and Hutton. But the Chargers now with possession. McIntosh looking for Hutton, finds him, who promptly turns it over to Corliss. Up ahead for Dawkins. Dawkins, and a foul there on Hawks once again. And I think the officials are going to get together and determine whether or not this is going to be ruled an unsportsmanlike or not. It's going to be 2 shots regardless. The only question is, if they rule it unsportsmanlike, possession, I believe, would stay with Holland after the free throws. And they are going to call it unsportsmanlike on Hawks. So Dawkins will get 2 free throws, and then Holland will keep possession. 2 fouls on Hawks, who has been a huge catalyst of offense in this game for Crandall. Dawkins will have 2 free throws. Makes good on the first. Can make it a 3-point game with possession upcoming for the Hurricanes. Once again goes 1 for 2 from the line. And Hurricanes will take possession in the side court. Down 4, 2:10 before halftime. Corliss with it now, watched by Hoffer. Corliss fade away, gets it to go, cuts the lead to 2. Hutton watched there by Dawkins. McIntosh with it now. He's guarded by Rossiter. McIntosh still has his dribble if he wants it. Now he uses it. Spins and shoots off the side of the rim, and Simmons takes care of the rebound for the Hurricanes, who can now tie it up or take the lead on the possession. Bounce pass for Simmons, into the corner for Rossiter. 3-point shot by Rossiter, rims out. Unable to capitalize there, and the turnover forced by Corliss, stepping in the passing lane. Now he'll reset it for Surer. Back up top for Corliss, watched by Culberson. Corliss for 3! Off the back of the rim. Rebound bounces off of Rossiter. Unlucky break for Holland there, as Rossiter did well to crash in to try and get the rebound. Culberson, double team now by Holland. Gets it to Hutton. Hutton in on Dawkins. Swings it back to the top for Culberson. Culberson's 3 rims out. And a foul on Bryce Corliss. So Crandall will get a possession back, 14 seconds on the shot clock. 1:01 left before the halftime. Owen Parsons back into the game. That's 2 fouls for Corliss in this one. Dave Hutton for 3. That looks a little long, and it is. McIntosh takes the rebound and draws the foul. Aaron Simmons doesn't like the call, but it is on him for the hold. And McIntosh, as he was going up for the shot, will get a pair of free throws here. McIntosh, good on his first attempt. Can't capitalize on the second one. Hoffer diving for the rebound, and I think he's going to get called for the foul. So they're going to call Jaden Lucas for the foul. I was going to say, it didn't look like Hoffer did anything other than dive for the ball, but it's Jaden Lucas who got called. I think the Crandall coaching staff thought it was going to be on Hoffer as well. Because the bonus is in effect, it's going to be Spencer Rossiter to the line to shoot 2. 52 seconds left in the half. As Rossiter, nothing but net on the first attempt. And no Hurricanes in to try and rebound this one, so banking on a make by Rossiter. Pretty much automatic from the free throw line is Rossiter though, so 1 point game now. Again, Holland yet to have a lead in this one. Culberson, bounce pass to Hutton. Hutton down low for McIntosh, and on Rossiter. Looked like he took a lot of contact from Parsons there, but they're going to rule that was off of Holland and out of play. 7 on the shot clock now, 35 left in the half. McIntosh leaves it there for Culberson. Culberson with the shot clock winding down. Crandall needs to get a shot off, and they don't. And that'll be a shot clock violation. Rossiter got in the way of the pass. And we'll get more subs coming in for Holland College. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock here. And Holland is going to be content to let a lot of this clock wind down and give Crandall, or leave Crandall, as little time as possible. 10 seconds left in the half, 7 on the shot clock. Now players start to move for Holland, who turn it over. Jaden Lucas to Dave Hutton. Huge block there by Corliss, but they're going to say he got a hand on him. And with 2 seconds left, Crandall will go to the line to shoot 2. That's Corliss' 3rd foul of the game. And Dave Hutton is going to go to the line for a pair of free throws. Hutton good on the first attempt, and he can make it a 3-point game with 2 seconds left in the half. And does just that. Now Holland has 2 seconds to get a shot off. Sir from half court, just off the front of the rim. That would have been a huge buzzer beater to potentially tie the game up, but just short, and Crandall goes into the half with a slim 3-point lead. Don't go anywhere, folks. We are going to have a great second half coming at you in a few minutes. We're going to step aside, catch our breath, and we'll be back soon for the second half here in Charlottetown. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we get set for second half of play here. Crandall leading Holland College 43-40. There are your stats at halftime. Fairly even across the board, but again, that shooting percentage, especially from beyond the arc, standing out for Crandall. Again, we've had 12 three-pointers combined in this game. Not unusual for these two teams. I mentioned it in the first half. There was a game here last year in which these two teams combined for 27 three-pointers, so we're a little off the pace to hit that, but the way that these teams have shot at certain points through this game, you never know. Crandall has led by as much as 15 in this game. Holland yet to have a lead. Daniel Hawks, 3 for 4 from beyond the arc, has a game-high 14 points. Luca Del Bosco for Crandall, a game-high 7 rebounds. And Bryce Corliss with 13 points. He's got three three-pointers for Holland College. And worth noting as well, out of town, UNBSJ leads St. Thomas 39-22 at the half there. Now, why is that important? Because UNBSJ currently tied with Holland College for second in the conference. Now, a win by both these teams would keep these teams deadlocked in the standings, but it is important that UNBSJ does have the tiebreak in the season series against Holland, so they will sit at second for the time being with Holland College in third. Should Crandall win, Crandall will move into a tie with Holland College wherever they end up in the standings. But again, it's worth noting, Holland College, because of their win yesterday and a win earlier in the season, they own the season series against Crandall. So that becomes important for seeding for playoff purposes down the stretch here as Luca Del Bosco in on Parsons. Off-balance shot doesn't go. Rebound. Bouncing into the corner, and Corliss has it. Gives it to Bedminster for the Hurricanes. Mike Surer into the paint. Looking over the top for Parsons. Takes a bump from Del Bosco, and it's Aaron Simmons, who only had 2 points in that first half, getting on the board for the Hurricanes. Here's Daniel Hawks. Mentioned he has 14 points. All of them came in the first quarter. Nice feed by Del Bosco into McIntosh. Can't get the roll, though, and McIntosh takes possession of the ball, but jumped from out of bounds to do so, so did not reestablish himself in bounds, and possession will swing back to Holland College. Here's Surer. Simmons now looking for Parsons down low. Kicks it back out for Surer. Surer finds a little bit of space. I think McIntosh got a hand on that. And it falls harmlessly out of the way for Crandall, who now lead by 1. Culberson looking for someone, finds Del Bosco. Down low for Hoffer. And Surer getting caught for the reach there. He's not going to protest that one. So again, a 1-point Crandall lead. Still lots of time left. Del Bosco for McIntosh. Leaves it for Culberson, watched by Surer. Kicks it back for McIntosh. Shot clock winding down. Parsons got a hand on that pass. And that will spiral out of play. And Crandall will have 4 on the shot clock now. Here's Hawks, steps up. 3-point from Daniel Hawks, beats the buzzer as he looks to rediscover his rhythm from the first quarter. Restores a 4-point lead. Corliss looking to answer for Holland, trying to do it himself. Shot goes off the backboard. He gets it back. And they're going to say Corliss stepped on the baseline. And possession will swing back to Crandall. Hawks over Simmons to McIntosh. McIntosh now. And Corliss got in the passing lane. Creates the turnover. And Surer Gives it to Parsons from the corner of the key, and no problem for Hoffer on the rebound there, as Del Bosco now with it for Culberson. Wants a screen. Now picks up the dribble, gives it back to Del Bosco. Del Bosco trying to get around Parsons, swings it back up for McIntosh. Simmons got a hand on that, and it's off of Hawks. And out of play as Simmons batted it off of Hawks. Worth noting while we have a second here, Crandall wasted no time during the halftime in getting back out onto the court. It's a 15-minute halftime, and with about 10 and a half minutes left in the break, they were back on the court, basically doing a full warm-up once again. Spencer Rossiter, long jumper, doesn't go. Simmons one-hands the rebound, but then loses it to Hawks. And Hawks, nice feed over to Culberson. Unselfish play by Hawks to find Culberson. And it's a 6-point Crandall lead. Down low, and that's a football called on Daniel Hawks. So Holland will keep possession. Bounce pass to Simmons. Simmons puts it up off the front of the rim. Hoffer fights off his own teammate Del Bosco for the rebound. Hawks fakes the shot, trying to get around Corliss, and Corliss going to get called for the block. And that is important because that is foul number 4 on Bryce Corliss. And it looks like he's going to stay in the game here. No, he is going to get subbed out. Corliss voicing his frustration as he has a few times this afternoon, excuse me. So foul trouble for Bryce Corliss, who, again, Holland's leading scorer in this game. And that is a 5-second violation on Crandall as Hawks held onto it for too long. Good defensive pressure by the Hurricanes. And it'll be Ryan McKinnon running point for the Canes here. He'll get it to Rossiter. Rossiter around McIntosh. Nice play by Rossiter, but can't capitalize. And I think Hoffer's going to get called for the foul. They called for a push as Rossiter went tumbling down. Out of town, UNBSJ now with a 19-point lead over St. Thomas. Again, as we keep our eye on that scoreboard and on the standings. Again, regardless of what happens in this game, UNBSJ would move into sole possession of second if that score holds in St. John. McKinnon spins, tries to thread the needle to Rossiter, but it bounces away from him, and Hoffer now back with it for Crandall. Hoffer splits the D and draws the foul as he goes down hard on the baseline. Foul is on Spencer Rossiter. Slow start to this half for both teams offensively. Again, it was a 43-40 halftime score. Only 7 points combined in this quarter so far. Hoffer, one of the better free throw shooters in the conference. Makes it a 7-point game. Goes 2 for 2 from the line. Makes it an 8-point Charger lead. So the Hurricanes need an answer here. Still lots of time though. 6:45 left here in the third quarter. McKinnon dishes it to Dawkins. Dawkins for 3, off the rim. 3-point shooters have cooled off here in the second half. And that's a foul on Aaron Simmons. third on Simmons now, so the Hurricanes' 2 leading scorers, both in a degree of foul trouble here, and head coach Tim Kendrick wants some time to chat things over with his squad. Hawks now 17 points in the game. He had a 3-pointer earlier in the quarter. So after the teams shot the lights out here in the first half, only 1 3-pointer to speak of so far in the second. And Crandall up to a 8-point lead, excuse me. Mentioned Crandall was out very early on in that halftime break running their warm-up. They look very loose. No sense of panic, no sense of distress of any kind. And looking now down at that Holland bench, same thing. They're loose, they're focused as they look to climb back up to a tie with these Hurricanes in the standings. As I mentioned a few minutes ago, Holland does have the tiebreak in the season series, regardless of how much Crandall wins by in this game. But you know that the Hurricanes would prefer a season sweep, as that inbound pass goes awry and Ryan McKinnon just can't hang on to it. Miscommunication there between Glenn and Hutton, but McKinnon had it bounce away just out of his reach. Good defensive pressure by the Canes, but Crandall will break it, and now Hutton needs to get across half court. It does just before the 8-second violation. Now swings it across Del Bosco, right back for Hutton. Lost the handle on it, and it's off Bedminster and out of play. Nine on the shot clock for the Chargers to work with. Hutton for Glenn, swings it to Del Bosco. Back for Devon Glenn. Bounce pass goes off the foot of Del Bosco. And some confusion by the officials on whose ball it should be. They're going to say it's Crandall ball. 2 on the shot clock. Hutton inbounds to Hoffer, and that's a shot clock violation. So Crandall unable to capitalize on the free possession. Here's Rossiter as Del Bosco lost his footing. Rossiter trying to muscle him out of the way, bounces it to Dawkins. And we're going to get a foul called on Devon Glenn. Holland has gone much of this game without deploying a true post player. It looks like Rossiter is taking on that role right now. Guarded by 6'6" Luca Del Bosco. McKinnon fake the 3-point shot. Now swings it out to Bedminster. He'll take a 3, and he'll cash in, making it a 5-point game. As Darrell Bedminster continues his strong weekend of play. Hoffer for 3 off the front of the rim. Simmons, the only person in the neighborhood to take the rebound. Swings it wide for Dawkins. Back up top for Bedminster. 2 in a row for Darrell Bedminster. And now it's Crandall who will call timeout. Looking to stem some of this Hurricane tide. It's a 2-point game all of a sudden, thanks to 2 3-pointers in a row by Darrell Bedminster. Bedminster up to 10 points today. He had 18, I believe, yesterday. He's taken over the team lead in that, he's catching up to Corliss in that department. But again, Corliss, we'll have to see how much of this third quarter Corliss plays, sitting at 4 fouls on the game. And it hurts to have him on the bench, but you'd rather be able to deploy him once again rather than lose him for the balance of the game. This is Hutton with the inbound for Crandall. Trying to get around McKinnon. Now swings it to McIntosh. And McIntosh draws a quick foul on Spencer Rossiter. Rossiter's had a great couple weekends coming off the bench, and as the bonus is in effect here now, so Crandall will go to the line. Not even halfway through this quarter. McIntosh makes good on his first attempt. Lots of balanced scoring from both teams here. No one really running away like Aaron Simmons did yesterday with 33 points in the win. McIntosh rims out on his second attempt though. And Dawkins takes the feed back from Bedminster. Finger roll to the rim for Zach Dawkins. He's got 13 in the game, as Crandall's lead cut down to 1. Here's Hutton. Wanted Hopper, swings it to Hawks. Hawks forced to take his dribble. Here's Hutton. Down low for McIntosh. McIntosh spins around Rossiter, loses the ball. And a big stop by Holland defensively. And here's Ryan McKinnon. Nice bounce pass to Dawkins. And Holland has their first lead of the game. 4.5 minutes left in the third quarter, and another turnover forced by Holland. As McKinnon goes down hard. So Holland, 4:27, take their first lead. Now 4:20 left in the quarter. It's a slim lead, a 1-point lead, but they have possession and can extend it here. Here's Aaron Simmons, mentioned he had 33 points yesterday. Ryan McKinnon for 3. Doesn't quite get the roll, and Culberson controls the rebound. So it's still a 1-point game in favor of the Hurricanes in their home maroon jerseys. And Hoffer looked like he caught Bedminster with an elbow there, and it's McIntosh for 3. Off the rim, Hoffer secures the rebound and draws the foul, as Bedminster in a great deal of discomfort. And Dawkins is going to take a technical foul, so things unraveling here for Holland. Again, Bedminster looked like he caught a high elbow from Hoffer. Dawkins called for the foul and then the technical. He's up to 3 fouls in the game. And Bedminster being tended to on the court by the training staff. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, out after this, we will have 3 free throws by Crandall. 1 for the technical and then 2 for the foul because the bonus is in effect. And of course, Bedminster will need to be subbed out because the medical staff came onto the court for him. So Hoffer with a long time to think about these free throws, and again, I believe he's going to get 3. Hoffer makes good on the first attempt. And now he will shoot 2 for the initial foul to Dawkins. And some confusion from the players on the court. They thought that was the last free throw, but the first one was because of the technical. Hoffer goes 3 for 3 from the line, and that retakes the lead for Crandall. Simmons for 3 off the front of the rim. He's struggled to find his rhythm offensively here. Big screen set by Hoffer. A lot of contact in this game, as I mentioned before. Looked like a good screen, though, so perhaps a good no call as Hawks muscles his way in, bounces it back to Glenn. Kicks into the corner for Culberson. Rattles around, Simmons takes the rebound. So we stay at a 2-point game. Coming in on 3 minutes left in the third quarter. McKinnon with it for Holland. Finds Martin. Martin dishes it off to Rossiter. Rossiter for 3. Off the front of the rim. McIntosh with a strong rebound there. And now Hoffer, one-hand bounce pass to Hawks. Up ahead quickly for Glenn. Glenn for Hoffer. Swings it to Culberson. Culberson for Glenn. Down low now for Hoffer. Bounce pass in for Hawks, and a foul taken there by Ryan McKinnon. And Hawks will go to the line for 2. Good movement there by the Chargers on that possession. And Bedminster looks to be okay. He's coming back into the game. Hawks good on his first attempt. He's got 18 points in this game. That leads the way. And 2 for 2 goes Hawks. Now with the game high 19. Restores a 4-point Crandall lead. Holland College led briefly by 1, but have yet to score. It's a 5-0 Crandall run since that point. Rossiter for Bedminster. Bedminster looking for Rossiter back down low, but it careens out of play, and it'll be Crandall ball. Devon Glenn not wasting any time getting across half court. Kicks it back for McIntosh. Down low for Hoffer. Nice pass there. And a lot of contact again on Hoffer. I believe it's going to be Tomlinson going to get called for the foul. And Hoffer once again will go to the line for 2. 2:08 left here in the third quarter. Worth noting again, UNBSJ lead by 16 right now. At home against St. Thomas. Hoffer again, pretty much automatic from the free throw line. And he's got 5 points in the quarter, all of them coming via the free throw. He's got 13 in the game now. As Rossiter will look to answer for Holland. Down 6. Here's Bedminster. Simmons looked like he got caught up high. Rossiter trying to get around Hoffer. Now with stops and shoots off the back of the rim. Rebound secured by Del Bosco. It's another stop defensively for Crandall, and Simmons will get called for the block. And Glenn will go to the line to shoot 2. Glenn didn't realize the bonus was in effect. He was waiting for the official to give him the ball to inbound, but he will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. And we'll look to extend this lead once again. And Glenn misses the first attempt. Cashes in the second, though, does Devon Glenn. It's his first point of the game. And worth noting, Aaron Simmons also at 4 fouls. So the Hurricanes' top 2 scorers, who sit second and fourth in the conference in scoring, both on the bench right now with 4 fouls apiece. Rossiter leaves it for Bedminster. Bedminster looking for a crease. Steps in. Great feed down low to Rossiter. Rossiter puts that home. It's a 5-point Crandall lead. McIntosh back all the way up top for Culberson. Culberson dishes it to Del Bosco. Looking for someone. In on Tomlinson. Del Bosco muscles his way into the net. Can't get a good shot away, and Tomlinson gives the rebound to Martin. Martin just wants to settle things down. Down 5, under a minute to go in the quarter. Rossiter, harassed by McIntosh, leaves it for Martin. McIntosh fell, but Martin didn't have a good shooting opportunity. Now he does from the baseline. That's a little long, and that's going to be Ramari Johnson. Called for a foul as he went up over the top of Del Bosco. And because it's a rebounding foul, Luca Del Bosco will go to the line to shoot 2. And a 5-point game, 37.5 seconds left in the third quarter. A game that is important to both teams as it relates to their seeding. Del Bosco makes the first attempt. Again, Holland College won by 21 yesterday, but as Del Bosco goes 2 for 2 from the line. I feel like the 21-point score maybe was overly flattering to Holland College. Crandall played well yesterday despite losing by 21, but they have lit it up on the scoreboard here this afternoon. Bedminster, nice circus shot. Impressive, he just got that away, but it was short. And now the final possession of the third quarter will go to Crandall, up 7. Hawks with it, 8 seconds left. Hawks looking for someone. Bounce pass in for Ryan Campbell, reverse layup. And that will give Crandall a 9-point lead going into the fourth quarter. Again, a win here for Crandall would tie them with Holland in the standings. So a very big fourth quarter coming up for both teams. 63-54, your score. We'll step aside for a moment and rejoin you soon for the fourth quarter here in Charlottetown. Getting set for the fourth quarter here in Charlottetown. Crandall jumped out to an early lead in the first quarter. Holland has clawed back, led by 1 for a brief moment in that third quarter, but are facing a 9-point deficit going into the fourth. There are your stats through 3 quarters. And again, the 2 numbers to really look at are 3-point percentage and free throw percentage, both significantly in favor of the visiting Chargers. Helped in large part by the 3-point shooting of Daniel Hawks and the free throw shooting of Mark Hoffer. And again, worth noting, Bryce Corliss and Aaron Simmons are on the court to start this fourth quarter, both sitting at 4 fouls on the game. So keep an eye on them, especially because this game has been quite physical at both ends of the court. Parsons takes that pass from Corliss, finds Surer down low. Surer looking for a little space, pocket picked by Hawks. Hawks goes end to end. McIntosh, Corliss lucky maybe not to get a foul called on him there as he bumped McIntosh, but it's Simmons quickly back the other way. Good follow-up by Simmons to capitalize on that. He's had a quiet game offensively, only 6 points following up a 33-point performance yesterday. Cuts the deficit to 7. Hoffer in on Bedminster. Again, Hoffer using his size to his advantage there. Here's Culberson for 3 off the front of the rim. Corliss for 3, off the back of the rim. Del Bosco hits the rebound right to Parsons. And Parsons, who's also been quiet offensively today, cuts into the lead. So Holland chipping away at the Crandall lead here. They now lead by 5. McIntosh swings it out to Del Bosco. Del Bosco for 3 off the front of the rim. McIntosh takes the rebound, spins, shoots, can't capitalize on the second chance. And Parsons gives the rebound to Bedminster. Surer, looked like he made a travel there, undetected by the officials. Reverse layup doesn't go, and Del Bosco leaves it for Hawks. Surer yet to have a point in this game. Hoffer all the way across to Del Bosco. Del Bosco gets the roll. So nice play by Del Bosco there to restore a 7-point lead. And worth, as Jordy just pointed out to me up here on the walking track, Owen Parsons, only 11 minutes played so far, no fouls. And with the distinct size advantage, as Simmons cashes in on that, I was going to say maybe Holland College will look to funnel a lot of their offense through Parsons here, but nice shot by Aaron Simmons, cuts the lead back down to 5. Down low for Hoffer. Swings it all the way across for Hawks, who gets around Corliss. In on Simmons, again a lot of contact, and Hawks is going to get called for a foul. Have to see how many fouls that is on Hawks. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Just over 7 minutes left. A 5-point Crandall lead. Simmons looking for Parsons down low, but it's picked off. Hoffer got a hand in the passing lane, I think. And Culberson quickly back the other way. Off balance. Tough break there for Holland. Bedminster got a hand on that. But it somehow ended up in the waiting arms of Hoffer, who lays it in to restore a 7-point lead. Holland hasn't been able to cut that down. Simmons, reverse layup. And if Aaron Simmons can take this fourth quarter over, that could spell trouble for Crandall. Hawks now down low for Hoffer. Again, he's got a size advantage on Bedminster. Tries to swing it out. It's off Parsons to Hawks. Hawks almost lost the handle on it. Shot clock winding down. Hoffer spins it all the way back up for McIntosh. Shot is blocked by Rossiter, and a shot clock violation there. Rossiter, great job defensively by Spencer Rossiter on that possession. As Crandall with a couple of opportunities to extend this lead, but they have failed to do so far. Again, started the quarter with a 9-point lead, but haven't been able to extend that as Holland clawing their way back in here. Now here's Parsons down low into the corner for Rossiter. Back to Parsons. Not enough on that shot by Owen Parsons, and now Del Bosco draws a foul. And that is on Owen Parsons, so his first foul of the game. Still a 5-point Crandall lead. Hawks to Del Bosco, watched by Parsons. Wanted Hoffer down low, lost the handle on it. And now Rossiter. Nice bounce pass for Simmons, and Del Bosco with a block. And they're going to call that goaltending. Not sure what the detail ruling on that is. It looked like the ball was still going up, but it did hit the backboard. Not sure if that makes a difference to the ruling. I believe that's going to be another 2 points for Simmons in the scorebooks. It's a 3-point Crandall lead as Hoffer muscles his way in. Nice spin and shoot there by Hoffer. We've seen him do that a few times this weekend. Matched up on the smaller Bedminster. But Bedminster's had a strong weekend offensively as well. Corliss down low for Parsons. Gets around Del Bosco. Goes up. Gets the hoop and the harm. And Parsons can make this a 2-point game. And that shot short at exactly the halfway mark of the fourth quarter. Crandall clinging to a 3-point lead. Del Bosco finds Glenn. Glenn's directing traffic. Glenn is a veteran player in this league. Finds a lane. Wanted Del Bosco, stripped by Simmons. Simmons over to Bedminster. Blocked by Glenn. Great defensive effort by Glenn coming back after the turnover. Glenn, a fifth-year player. Still a 3-point game, 4:36 left. Rossiter looking to inbound. Lost the handle on the inbound. Parsons manages to get it. I think what they're ruling is that Rossiter inbounded it to himself. I think they're saying he got first touch on the inbound, and as the player inbounding it, that is an illegal play. Again, I believe that was the call made. Tough to really tell from our vantage point here up top on the walking track above the gymnasium. Nice bounce pass by Hoffer there to Hawks. Here's Del Bosco for three off the front of the rim, and Bedminster with an important rebound. Corliss for three ties the game up. His first points of the second half. Under 4 minutes to go, tie game here in Charlottetown. Here's McIntosh in on Parsons. And Parsons going to get called for a foul. His second of the quarter. And Parsons going to get subbed out here in favor of Zach Dawkins. And McIntosh to the line for two to try and take the lead back for Crandall. Short on the first attempt. Luca Del Bosco now with a double-double, 12 points, 12 rebounds, so an even double-double. McIntosh can't capitalize on the free throws. Still a tie game. Corliss fakes the three. Now he steps back for three. That shot off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Rossiter. Bumped there by Del Bosco as Rossiter goes hard into the stands. Looks like he's okay though, and Holland will keep possession here. And a late sub by Crandall here. Corliss to inbound, gets it to Bedminster. Corliss gets it right back. Watched closely by Hutton. Nice feed into the middle for Simmons. Quick release on the shot off the front of the rim. And Glenn takes the rebound, still tied. Dangerous bounce pass there by Glenn. Hutton, and he's going to get called for a travel. Had the ball on the ground and then stood up with it. .316 and counting. Tie game. Crandall is led by as much as 15. Holland has had a 1-point lead briefly in the third quarter. Corliss, fadeaway. Bryce Corliss retakes the lead for Holland with 3:01 left. And Crandall calls timeout. 3:01 left in a 2-point game. Holland's biggest lead of the game. But it's coming at a good time, again, with 3 minutes left. And again, we are doing some out-of-town scoreboard watching. UNBSJ has opened up a 25-point lead over St. Thomas late in the fourth there. So UNBSJ looks like they will move to 9-5 on the season. Holland looking to do the same here, but again, UNBSJ with the tiebreak would technically sit in second by virtue of the tiebreak. But a win here for Holland would give them a very big 2-game cushion over Crandall. Crandall has a gauntlet going down the stretch with 2 games against Mount St. Vincent, 2 games against St. Thomas to finish the season off. Holland College will return to action next Saturday at 4 o'clock against Mount Allison before traveling to Kings the weekend after. Anything can happen here in the last 3:01. Crandall shooters have quieted down since the first half. Great defensive pressure applied by Dawkins, but Glenn does eventually get the inbound. Swings it to Hutton. Hutton. Bounce pass for Hawks, in on Simmons. Simmons lucky not to get a foul called, but smart to step back and let Hawks finish the play off. So we have a tie game again, thanks to Daniel Hawks. And we're going to get a foul called on Dave Hutton there. Thought he was just going to get called for knocking it out of bounds, but it is a foul. Crandall now sitting at 4 fouls. That could be important. Holland's free throw shooting has not been great here this afternoon. Parsons, hook shot. Can't get the roll, and Hoffer. Strong rebound there by Hoffer on the much bigger Parsons. Hawks swings to Hutton. Hutton bounce pass to Del Bosco. Almost lost the handle on it. Hutton. Hoffer off the front of the rim. Not sure if Corliss might have got a hand on that. Another important stop for Holland defensively. Still a tie game. Corliss gives Holland the lead. A big three-pointer by the veteran Corliss. And with 2 minutes left, it's a 3-point Hurricane lead. Down low for Hutton. He goes up. Simmons takes the rebound. And Simmons goes coast to coast, gets his own rebound and puts it home. And now it's a 5-point Holland lead. Del Bosco down low for Hoffer. And Hoffer going to get called for a travel. Big break there for Holland. And Holland up 5 with 1:38 left will take possession. A physical game that has seen lots of ups and downs, shooting-wise for both teams. Corliss gets around Hawks. Reverse layup doesn't go. Del Bosco bobbles the rebound, but Hawks controls it for Crandall. Up ahead quickly for Hoffer. Down low for McIntosh to Glenn in the middle, and Devon Glenn cuts the lead to 3. Just over a minute to go. Holland with a 3-point lead. Dawkins now looking for someone to move, and McIntosh gets in the way of that pass. Up ahead for Del Bosco, and Del Bosco makes it a 1-point game on the lay-in. Not much Simmons can do, sitting at 4 fouls. 58.5 seconds to go. Back and forth we go here in the fourth. Holland hanging on to a 1-point lead. What an afternoon of basketball here this afternoon. And as a reminder, Holland College basketball returns to action next Saturday and Sunday with a pair of home games against Mount Allison. Saturday features the women at 2 and the men at 4. And Sunday, the women at 1, the men at 3. Lots of standings implications at play here, not only in this one, but in those women's games next weekend as well, as Holland and Mount Allison jockeying for position atop the ACAA standings. Holland has a 2-game cushion now. But still 58.5 seconds left in this one. A 1-point Holland lead. They will have possession. Again, that last Crandall basket off a turnover forced by Colby McIntosh. They were looking to feed it down low to Owen Parsons. We'll see if they do that again. Parsons has a 5-inch advantage height-wise on McIntosh. Bedminster for Dawkins. Dawkins swings it to Corliss. Hawks right up on Corliss. Corliss trying to get around him. Loses the handle on the ball, and it's booted out. And it's off of Crandall and out of play. I think Hoffer got last touch. 4 seconds on the shot clock. 38 seconds left in the game. Dawkins looking for Parsons on the inbound. Parsons, and they're going to rule that a jump ball, and that will go to Crandall. So a great play there by Del Bosco to jump the inbound pass to Parsons. Still a 1-point Holland lead. 35.8 seconds left, so perhaps one possession each here. So Crandall needs to make good on this opportunity. Devon Glenn Swings it back up top for McIntosh. McIntosh down low for Hoffer. Uncontested to the rim. And it's Crandall with the 1-point lead. And we're going to get a timeout called by Holland. .22 seconds left. So Holland with an opportunity to maybe win the game on this possession. Crandall, no fouls to work with as they sit at 4, so the next one would put Holland into the bonus. Again, Crandall, a 1-point lead. Holland will have possession coming out of this timeout. Crandall notably has a timeout left. But they need to stop defensively. You got to wonder, what will Holland's strategy be? Aaron Simmons has caught fire here in the fourth quarter, as has Bryce Corliss, who's given Holland the lead a pair of times. Will they look to feed it down low to Owen Parsons? Or will they let Zach Dawkins or Darrell Bedminster be the one to take the shot? There is no shot clock. And we are inside 20 seconds to go. Bedminster content to let this clock wind down. One shot left. And it looks like it'll be Simmons with the jumper off the back of the rim. Parsons gets the rebound, goes up and draws the foul. And Owen Parsons will have 2 free throws to retake the lead for Holland College. Parsons shooting 80% coming into this game from the free throw line. Nothing but net for Owen Parsons. And this game is tied up. And Parsons can give Holland College the lead with 2.9 left. Does just that, and Crandall will use their timeout. 2 clutch free throws by Owen Parsons as we continue to go back and forth here in the fourth quarter, but time is the enemy of Crandall, 2.9 seconds. So they need to get something together quickly on the inbound. Again, if Crandall is successful on this possession and wins this game, they will move back into a tie with Holland College, presumably for 3rd place now in the ACAA. We do have a final score from St. John, UNBSJ rolling to a 74-55 win. So they will sit in 2nd place regardless of the outcome of the final 2.9 seconds of this game. However, if Holland hangs on, they will at least have the same number of wins as UNBSJ. UNBSJ has the season series against Holland. But a very important 2.9 seconds coming up here. Holland College taking every second of this timeout that they can to figure out the best defensive strategy. Again, lots of shooters on the court for Crandall. 4 out of the 5 of them have a three-pointer in this game. And Devon Glenn had a couple in yesterday's game. It's a 1-point Holland lead, so it doesn't need to be a three-point shot for Crandall. Hawks inbounds to Del Bosco, can't get the basket, and Holland comes back from 15 down and gets a huge 1-point victory to give them a 2-game cushion over Crandall in the standings and ties them with UNBSJ for second. What a comeback engineered by Holland College, again down by as much as 15 in the first half, coming all the way back late to win it by 1. What a weekend of basketball between these two teams. Reminder, you can join us next Saturday, 2 o'clock for the women's game, 4 o'clock for the men when Mount Allison comes to town. Thank you very much for spending your Sunday afternoon with us. We'll see you next weekend here on Holland Hurricanes TV.